up on the running left-hand side of our train, you will see 2 games of vintage baseball being played. Now we will not be stopping to offload or pick up passengers in this direction. However, on the westbound leg of our trip, we will. So if you'd like to stop, get off and catch some of the action, make our stop, you're more than welcome. And just beyond those games of vintage baseball, none other than SBJ's Turkey Farm. It is the longest continuously operated turkey farm in the entire United States, as verified by Poultry World Magazine. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, there really is a Poultry World Magazine. Timetable we have for our railroad was found in the Strasburg Bee newspaper in August of 1852. So if you have ever wondered how fast great-great-grandpa traveled, it's somewhere under 60 miles an hour. Way under 60 miles per hour. Esmond Shades Crossing is next. Esmond Shades. We're very happy to have you with us to enjoy steam railroading here on the road to paradise. Short word about the equipment in which you are riding today. Each of our coaches costs roughly $250,000 to restore to its current condition. We restore them to the condition found in the time period of 1910 to 1930. Our locomotives cost anywhere from $750,000 to $1 million to restore. We spend a great deal of money each and every year invested back into our equipment to keep it safe and operational. Off on the running right-hand side of our train, you'll see a stone farmhouse. The stone portion of that house was built in 1774 and was the home of Cornelius Feurie, a wheelwright and Conestoga wagon maker. Settlers headed west could stop here to purchase a wagon, Pennsylvania long rifle, or other locally sourced provisions. And Route 741 off to our right is formerly a Conestoga wagon trail. It spanned a distance from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania to the Native American outpost at Carlisle, Pennsylvania, just west of Harrisburg. Now during our journey today, and as you look out your windows, you'll see our beautiful Lancaster County farmland. We will pass 21 working Amish farms today. In order to preserve this farmland, a portion of the proceeds from your ticket will benefit the Lancaster Farmland Trust. Our train is now entering the Cherry Crest Adventure Farm, and off to the right is the future site of the Amazing Maze Corn Maze. Seeing as there is no corn now, there can be no maze. Now the Cherry Crest Adventure Farm features 50 farm fun activities, a petting zoo, and other activities that are fun for the whole family. It is open late May through early November, and can be accessed either by car or from Groff's Picnic Grove. Coming up on the left-hand side of our train, you will notice a small station. I assure you folks it is not small, as we are just passing it at a blistering rate of speed. The sign on it says population 17 more or less. That's more when we arrive and a whole lot less when we leave. Cherry Hill is next, Cherry Hill. We are now entering Groff's Grove. We will not be stopping to offload or pick up passengers on this direction. However, when we return westbound, we will be making a stop to allow passengers to go to Groff's Grove as well as pick up current passengers. Attention all children on board. Do you believe in ghosts? 2 valleys to the south of us used to operate a little narrow gauge railroad known as the Lancaster, Oxford, and Southern, also known as the Little Old and Slow. Now with a nickname like that, it's no surprise that in the early 1900s, it filed for bankruptcy and abandonment. And when the scrappers came in and took up the rails, they took them up so quickly that they left old number 6 and her train out on the main line. Now, long since deteriorated, old number 6 still sits out there, and when we blow our whistle for Carpenter's Crossing, sometimes old number 6 will answer us back. Now I must say, the ghost has been known to take days off from time to time. So as we make our stop, let's all listen very carefully, and we'll find out if that old ghost is out there and is going to answer us back today. For added effect, you may wish to raise your window.
What kind of camera's video?
It's a regular camera, right? So
Yeah.
But you can do the video also.
Yeah, I have a what is it? Canon S120.
Yeah, it's fine.
Really good jack.
Thank you.
You're set.
Did someone say echo? Oh no, folks, that is no echo. Why, we pay that old ghost $27.50 a day just to sit out there and blow its whistle back at us. Now that makes the ghost the highest paid employee on our railroad. And we know the ghost is out there because someone keeps cashing all of those paychecks. Carpenter's Crossing is next. Carpenter's. Now as we pass through the crossing, off to the left-hand side is a cemetery outlined by a stone wall. Buried in that cemetery is Marie Ferry, a French Huguenot who fled France in the early 1700s to escape religious persecution. She and her followers left France and headed for England. While in England, they obtained a land grant from William Penn for 2 1/2 square miles. They named their colony Paradise. Now, ladies and gentlemen, back then this was America's frontier. And the only people here were Marie and her followers, the Pequot Indians, and Hans Herr and his followers. Off to the right-hand side of our train, you'll see what is a typical Lancaster County Amish farm. No carpets, no curtains, no electric lights, no cell phone, telephone, television, or automobile. This farmer drives a horse and buggy, and has plenty of big workhorses, mules, and willing hands to help with the hard work of farming. His produce consists of dairy cattle, corn, wheat, hay, grain, rye, barley, and famous Lancaster County broadleaf tobacco. They are very peaceful and pious people of deep religious devotion, and we're very happy to have them as our neighbors. Now at this time, we are passing over the Strasburg's one and only bridge. This bridge was rebuilt in November of 2011 to replace the old stone wood bridge. This was done so to accommodate the increasing freight traffic which the Strasburg handles. However, the real reason is the farmer was complaining that his mules were hitting their heads and scraping their sides on the old bridge. So now the new bridge is 6 mules wide and high enough that the mules no longer need to wear hard hats as they pass under. Now for the past 4 miles, we've traveled through what is known commonly as the heart of the Dutch country, the land of the plain people. Fertile farmland of the Mennonites, the Dunkards, and the Amish. Within a 20 square mile radius of our railroad is more than 75,000 of these plain people. They live a quiet, peaceful life of hard work and deep religious devotion, exactly as their forefathers did over 3 centuries ago. Nothing has changed, really. Their style of dress, mode of transport, and way of life is the same as it was 275 years ago. Now our track is beginning to curve sharply to the left, and that can only mean one thing. We are now entering Lemon Place Junction, where the main line of the Strasburg Railroad meets the former main line of the mighty Pennsylvania Railroad and the current main line of Amtrak. For the Pennsylvania Railroad, this is the high-speed main line between New York and Chicago. It was a very busy main line, with more than 30 trains scheduled to stop here per day in 1898. It's the former trackage of the Philadelphia and Columbia Railroad, which became part of the mighty Pennsy in 1857. 4 tracks remained here until 1961, and today only 2 of Amtrak's tracks remain. And I assure you, ladies and gentlemen, that even though there are a dozen trains that pass through here each and every day, Amtrak did not bother to slow down one stop for us. As we enter Lemonade, it's off to the right several white buildings. Those are the buildings where Henry Layton's hotel used to stand. See, ladies and gentlemen, in the early days of railroading, trains were actually horses. Several thousand people on his way to his inauguration and destiny in Washington, D.C. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I am very, very sad to say that little over 4 eventful years later, another special train passing in the opposite direction is carrying the slain president's body on its sad journey back to Illinois. Welcome to paradise. Change here for Coatesville, Downingtown, Paoli, Philadelphia, Newark, and New York. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it may be hard to believe, but this is paradise. Paradise, Pennsylvania, that is. And let's face it, you're in it, and this may be as close to true paradise as some of us may ever get. We'll be here for just a few minutes as we uncouple our locomotive from one end of our train, bring it around on the passing track, and reconnect on the other end.